Good morning. I'm happy to be with you. I'm Sharon O'Connor, and I come to you with a background in nursing and psychology and meditation, and I'm certified through the Mark Institute at UCLA. And I understand that many of you already have a meditative practice using centering prayer, and in the centering prayer connection with God. And there's other pathways that perhaps some of you may be drawn to meditation in terms of health concerns. And I know for myself, what originally brought me to the meditation experience and mindfulness meditation was a problem with sleep disturbance after a huge loss in my life. And other people come for health concerns related to cardiovascular problems, chronic pain issues, and of course with the chronic pain issues, the problem with that has to do with carrying a high load of stress as well, and how that can contribute to even more intensity of the chronic pain issues. Other people come to the meditation practice for the advantages of the immune system and boosting of the immune system. And what we know is that if there is a meditative practice in place, all of the virus injections like the shingles and the inoculation against the flu and the healing process can be speeded up in terms of recovery time. And the earliest studies on that are the psoriasis studies from the University of Massachusetts that showed that people who had meditation practice, in addition to the specific kind of lamp that helps heal the weeping sores, recovery rate was much faster. Other people that access meditation practice for stress relief also find benefits in terms of a quicker turnaround in terms of recovery when things get out of whack and they really are stressing. The other benefit has to do with bias and addressing the issues of our reactions towards things that we may not be conscious of. And in this climate of today with COVID-19 and all of the adverse impact that has exposed in our culture in terms of how it's affecting certain groups of people more than others, and the social unrest that's going on, there's certainly a need for some kind of respite and some kind of refuge from all of this chaos and uncertainty and unknown that's going on. Our days are certainly filled with tough stuff, and our lives have changed dramatically through this cycle. The ways that we used to commune through eating, our socialization, our capacity to explore and be connected with nature, that's all been disrupted. And we really don't know at this point. There's so much that we don't know that it's important to be able to tune in to our natural resources of the body and to make the connection between the mind and the body. And mindfulness meditation, when combined with centering prayer, offers specific measures that can help you stay better connected with your mind and your body and your spirit. And the body is a natural resource, is a vessel that can hold a lot of stuff. In mindfulness meditation, one of the working principles on it is a willingness to show up for your life, to be present in the moment and follow your moment-to-moment experiences, whether it's body sensation or your mind chatter, your mind space talk, or your heart space and what you might be feeling moment to moment. And it's through those awarenesses that the connection and being able to draw from the body as a resource becomes a deep well for us to continue to go back to over and over and over again. And how we do that is we pick one of 2 or 3 points of focus, and most commonly the breath is used, where you focus not on just the breath, but the sensation of the breath as you're breathing in and letting go, and breathing in and letting go. And if your breath isn't working for you today, the other focus point that you can use is your hands or your feet and the sensations that may arise from your hands and feet focusing, such as pressure, sensation, warmth, tingling, pulsation. And in terms of the anchors, either your sensation of the breath or the sensations in your body are good points to consider. And we're going to stop and do that for a couple of minutes here and just explore awareness through focusing on the sensations of our breath or on our hands and feet. Eyes open, or if they're closed, just kind of headlight shuttered a little bit so that you're not as likely to be distracted. And you may have noticed in just this couple of minutes of silence that perhaps your mind space is talking to you and there's some kind of chatter going on in terms of talk, and looking at the tone of the voice in your head. Is it a kindly, friendly voice, or is it more like a drill sergeant and commandeering and giving yourself a rough time? Just simply notice the relationship of the tone of the chatter that's going on. And you don't have to fix it. You don't have to push it away. You just simply invite it to come into your space and say, just recognize, say, I see you. Take a breath. And the same with sensations. Whatever is arising for you, you just simply notice it. And as you're able, bring your focus back to the sensations in your hands or your feet. There's an acronym you can use. It's STOP. S, you stop. T, take a breath. Observe. And proceed. And anytime that you're feeling a little out of balance, a little overstressed, a little overstimulated, you can just take a breath, observe, and proceed. And we're going to do this for quite a while now. I invite you, eyes open or eyes closed, to just simply move into this space. And as you're in this space, you may notice talking going on around you or some kind of sound, and you just simply notice it. And as you're able, bring your attention back to the breath or to the sensations in your hands or your feet. As we all experience in our day-to-day life as we're sitting, We may have extraneous noises come into our practice, and that is a part of the practice. It's just simply a way of training our minds and our attention back into the focus in terms of the sensation of breath moving in our nose, or perhaps our belly moving in and out. Viewing the extraneous noise as like clouds passing in the sky. Not making a story about it, just simply taking a breath, following the sensation in your body, your belly moving in and out the best that you're able. As is true in life, there's oftentimes we just really don't control everything about us, and the practice invites us to develop a way of maintaining our focus, just like muscle building. The more we practice, the easier it is. And we continue. And as we reach a closing, I invite you to take 3 good breaths, 3 deep breaths, and then slowly open your eyes and come back into focus. One of the closing takeaways from the practice today is the acronym STOP. Anytime you're feeling overwhelmed and flooded and a little out of balance, restoring that can take place. You have all of the tools within you. You just simply take in a breath, observe, and proceed. Meditative practice isn't just a sitting practice. You can do it throughout your whole day. And we have within us this resource in terms of drawing from within when we need a pause and a step away from what's going on in our lives. In the outside world, and with all of the chaos and the unrest and the heartache and the anguish that's happening, the takeaway would be to remember this deep station within us, this vessel that we have with us 24/7, that we can reach into, take a pause, and join into the silence and the nourishment that we carry inside of ourselves, that deep sense of wellness and wholeness, no matter what's going on in our body, that sense of acceptance of things just as they are. Thank you for practicing with me today.